Isolate a virus under a microscope, and the classic signs of life vanish. It doesn't consume energy, it doesn't respire, and cannot move on its own. A virus acts as an inert flash drive, a physical delivery device built to carry a payload of malware. A single, independent viral particle is called a virion. It consists of a protein shell housing a stray string of corrupted genetic code. Without a host cell to provide the necessary hardware, the virion remains permanently dormant. To deliver that corrupted code to a target, the data requires a specialized physical defense. This is a capsid. It is a rigid, 20-sided icosahedron made of protein that serves as the physical armor for the viral data. Inside the shell lies the payload, a tightly coiled, glowing magenta strand of genetic instructions. This unmoving geometric structure exists to preserve the code while the virion drifts through hostile environments, waiting to contact a viable target. A dormant virion drifts blindly on fluid currents toward the massive wall of a host cell. Healthy cells maintain strict perimeter security. Their cell membranes use highly specific receptor doors designed to admit only authorized beneficial nutrients. The exterior of the virion is studded with protruding surface proteins. These molecules evolved to mimic the precise shape of nutrients, exploiting the cell's own recognition system. The host cell is defeated through precise physical deception. When the viral surface protein aligns with a compatible receptor, it triggers an automatic mechanical sequence. This is viral entry. The cell is tricked into unlocking and opening its own protective membrane. The geometric capsid violently punctures the cell membrane and shoots its genetic string directly into the host's vulnerable interior. The empty capsid shell remains outside the wall, while the active malware enters the vulnerable system. The perimeter has fallen. The malware has transitioned into an active internal system exploit. The malicious code bypasses the cytoplasm and heads directly for the host's central manufacturing hub. This diagram shows a ribosome. It is the cell's molecular compiler, responsible for reading genetic code to build functional proteins. The ribosome cannot differentiate between healthy cellular instructions and malicious viral code. It lacks the internal protocols to recognize the override. The cell's mechanical obedience to any data it receives is the vulnerability malware requires to execute. The ribosome compiles the viral instructions and issues an immediate system override, halting normal biological functions. This begins the Lytic Cycle. The cell diverts its total energy to mass-producing thousands of exact copies of the viral malware. The host is now a weaponized slave factory, engineering its own destruction. The interior architecture of the cell becomes completely overwhelmed by the mass production of new capsids. The extreme internal pressure causes lysis. This is the violent, structural shattering of the host cell wall from the inside out. The zero-day exploit has successfully spawned an army of rogue flash drives, drifting away to infect the next system.